What's going on, everybody? Welcome back for a brand new video. Thank you guys for tuning in. I know it's been a while since I last uploaded, even since I last picked up a camera, so this feels a little weird doing this again, but we do have the Mustang right here. We'll put this to the side. We'll talk about this maybe a little later, but right off the bat, we do have our package, actually two packages. We do have a pair of racing bucket seats off of eBay. So we do have that eBay special with the aftermarket bracket right here. So we're gonna go ahead. I did open up just to check that everything was here. I haven't taken them out, so this is gonna be my first reaction. Checking the seats out. Pretty much, guys, to be honest, this is a set of any other racing seats. I mean, you can't compare them to Recaro's, but you can compare them maybe to like Brom racing seats. This is pretty much what it is without the logo. So let's go ahead and check them out. To be honest, they're not even heavy at all. So this is gonna be the passenger seat, and that's actually the one that we're gonna work on first, just because I don't want nothing to go wrong. And it's the driver's seat. I could always just drive around without the passenger. So this is gonna be your guinea pig right here. But to be honest, guys, this feels pretty sturdy. All right, this is not real leather. This is gonna be that what's it, that vinyl, that fake leather. Again, which you're gonna get with probably Brom and some of those seats, aftermarket seats. Not with Recaro's you'd get leather. But if you go ahead and like check any of those racing seats out, guys, this is the exact same seat, except it doesn't have a logo. So if I wanted to, I could put a damn logo here and sell it as my brand. But to be honest, guys, this is freaking badass. Diamond stitching right here. I got the white stitching. And there goes that dog. But yeah, quick walk around. You do have the carbon fiber print on the back. You do have these plastic inserts right here. And I have owned a pair of Braun racing seats, guys. So this, to be honest, feels exactly what I used to have. All right, nothing special, nothing different, only about 60% off compared to the other ones. Now, if you guys are wondering if these are for Mustangs only specifically, no, you can throw them in a Camaro, you can throw them on a BMW, you can throw on a Mercedes, on a Lambo. I mean, I'm pretty sure you wouldn't put on a Lambo, right? But you can put on any seat, on any car, Honda, Hyundai, whatever you want. The only difference is that you're gonna have to get a bracket specifically for your car, but the bracket should mount to any aftermarket seats. Now, you do get a box inside another box, and in this box, you're gonna get the sliders. So this is what's gonna have your seat move forward and backwards. So if there's something you're concerned about, yes, it does come with sliders, and I will leave a link in the description for these seats. Obviously, if I do recommend them, you'll see the link in the description. But yeah, that's what the sliders are for. The only thing is, though, that you will not be able to raise or lower the seat. So it is one like height compared, I mean, when you get your bracket, that's the definite height you're gonna get. I don't know if there's any attachments that you could buy, or maybe some spacers or something to make it a little taller, but you do have the sliders that go on there, and then you do got the bracket. So I'm gonna go ahead and assemble this, that way we can install it and bolt it right back up onto the seat. Real quick, guys, right now I'm still trying to figure out how the brackets and those sliders go. It's a little bit confusing, but I just wanted to show you guys that the packaging on these brackets are awesome. You can see that every corner is covered with some styrofoam. Sorry, not styrofoam, I already forgot what that's called, but whatever, you know what I mean. And you do have one of these pieces of cardboard in every corner, so you do know that they're taken care of. Now, I did cheap out. I did get these are about $60-70 compared to $180. So again, I am your guinea pig, but if everything looks well, turns out well, holds up well, I'll definitely leave the link in the description, and I'll save you guys a few bucks. So probably after an hour of watching a few other tutorials and just Googling stuff like that, because this thing comes with no instructions, so just a big heads up on this. What I found to be easier is going to be installing the sliders first on the seat. All right, now, here's another quick tip, or just a heads up as well. These brackets, universal seat brackets for your Mustang, not universal because they're for the Mustang, but they do not come with bolts. All right, they don't come with the bolts or the nuts to install the bracket onto the sliders. Now, I know the more expensive ones, the ones that are like 180, do have the bolts and nuts. These do not. So I had to make a quick run to Walmart, guys, and let me see, they're down here. These are the ones you're gonna need. All right, so you can either do these are Philip ones. You could also do the hex the hex bolts, right? But I went with these, got them in here. It comes with the nut, right? Oh, my bad. So nut here. So you're gonna be able to bolt the bracket down now to the sliders. So 1, 2, I'll slide in the bolt to the back. Same thing, nut and nut. And then another thing that I found to be easier is to install your seat belt, majiggy thingy, whatever it's called, lock onto the bracket as well. So after this, guys, I'm just gonna go ahead and tighten all 4 of these bolts, and then I'm gonna go ahead and just transfer it over to the Mustang. Well, no, I lied. I'm gonna transfer over everything from the sensors, which is behind, under the seat. So I'm gonna get all this stuff right here, all these cables, and I'm gonna throw them under the new seat, because then it's not gonna recognize when you put the seatbelt on, and you're gonna get an annoying light or beeping or whatever. So I'm gonna go ahead and transfer all this over to there, and then vacuum real quick, and then install. But this is why I did the passenger side first, just because I knew something was gonna happen. It wasn't gonna be this easy. Now, risk with reward, I did save myself maybe about $700. Is it a little bit more work? Is this a little bit more time consuming? No instructions? I don't know. But I did save myself about $600-700. So at the end result, once they're installed, I'll be able to tell you was it worth it or not. For the most part, they're in, and of course, I'm not gonna lie to you, they look dang nice. Check it out. I need to bolt them down, but they're in there. That's in there. Just gotta plug in the seat belt harness. It is getting dark. I'm not gonna spend more time on the driver's side. This is why I want to do the passenger side, just to be sure we got it taken care of. I didn't want to beat without a driver's side tomorrow. So at least for today, passenger's done. Tomorrow I have a little bit more time, a little bit more daylight. It is freaking hot, but we got it done, guys. So I kind of lied. It is currently right now, check it out, 12:43, right? So I know I said I was going to do this tomorrow. I just couldn't wait. I had extra free time. I was inside. I was like, you know what? Let me go ahead and knock this out and have it ready by tomorrow. I'll still show you guys how it looks like during the day, but as you guys can see, I already knocked out the driver's side. I already took off the seat belt and actually added it right here. So I did find it a lot easier the second time after I already learned from that one. So again, add the sliders first, the bracket next, and then make sure you do add your seatbelt insert right there. But it is good to go, as you can see. Next thing, we just gotta throw it in there. Already vacuumed. I'm way ahead of it this time. I learned from the first time. So now let's go ahead and get this installed. It is currently a few days after the install, and yes, I was finally able to get the driver's side installed. And check it out, look how nice these seats look. Kind of feels like it's tying into the side panel over there. Looks really good. Looks a lot more premium. Feels a lot better, doesn't feel as old. Just a little refresher. But check out the quality, guys. It does have that diamond stitching. I got the white stitching. These plastics, they don't feel that cheap. Everything else feels good. Now, I do recommend these seats, right? I did spend about $320 for these seats. I did get them from eBay. You can also buy them through Amazon. The seller is Ikonmotorsports. They do sell a ton of other stuff, splitters, diffusers, all that good stuff. But I do recommend them seat-wise. Now, again, they're not branded. You have no logos, nothing on there, but check them out. Looks really, really good. They do have other colors. They do have other styles as well. Now, guys, for the brackets, I do recommend the brackets if you're on a budget. Remember, one, you do need to go buy the bolts and the nuts because these do not come with it. And two, guys, one thing to watch out for is that not all the holes align perfectly. So you're going to have to do some maneuvering, pushing, putting pressure on certain sides so that we can get the holes aligned perfectly and bolted on. But if that's something you don't mind doing, then go ahead and pick them up. Again, now one hole did not align one. That's on the driver's side. For the passenger side, we do have the 2 bolts in the front and the 2 bolts on the back. bolted down. Now on this one, the 2 in the back and only 1 in the front is bolted down. And let me see if I can show you guys that. See this one right here, right? You can't see the hole, right? So on that one, the holes did not align, so this one's only bolted with 3 bolts, but you are saving yourself $100. So I'm gonna leave that to your own discretion. But seat wise, recommend them. I'll leave a link in the description. The brackets, I'll leave a link in the description if you're on a budget, if you don't want to go through the extra hassle to go ahead and get them installed. If you're in the market for some seats, these are from Ikonmotorsports. Go ahead and check them out, guys. I'll catch you on the next one. God bless.